Welcome, we're back for another video. Today we're looking at players who could potentially be on the move. These are kind of big name players that could go for big money. Starting out, we go with Sergio Ramos going to Manchester United. Is this going to happen? Is this just a contract negotiation plea by Ramos and his party to get a better contract at Real Madrid? Could you see Ramos leaving Real Madrid? I mean, Ramos has been there for so long. I think he went to Real Madrid in 2005 from Sevilla. It's just incredible to see Real Madrid's defense without Ramos. And Ramos is such a solid defender. He does have moments of madness, but he's been so good for so long. If he went to Man United, oh my days, would that probably put them up there to challenge on all fronts. Now moving on to another player who frankly, if he goes to this club, will make this team definitely challenge on all fronts. It's Arturo Vidal going to Arsenal. I personally believe that Arsenal are 4 players away from challenge for the title. Just basically the backbone of the team. Goalkeeper, who they've signed as Czech, some sort of defender, midfielder, and a striker that could score goals consistently. And Vidal is the man. Box-to-box midfielder, world class. Will he go to Arsenal? Will he stay at Juve? He has been at Juve for a very long time. Juve, you know, they win the league every year. They're in the Champions League final. Would he feel that going to Arsenal is a better switch? I understand the Premier League's an arguably a better league than the Italian league, but he isn't probably going to be challenging for the Champions League final. But honestly, if Arsenal do the right business, they could be, because they keep all their players, Sanchez, all them lot. They're going to be an amazing team. The next player I'm looking at is Christian Benteke going to Liverpool. Liverpool just signed Firmino, but I don't think he's like a central striker as much. You know, he can kind of play in all sorts of positions. And Sturridge is always in the hospital. He cannot be relied on. And the talk about Christian Benteke is that his only use is a target man. And I think that's just kind of ridiculous. I mean, he's got other skills, but look at the players around him at Villa. They can't play any sort of attacking football. They're not very good. And I feel that a player of Christian Benteke's quality should be playing at a better club. But his evaluation is quite high. It's like £32 million. Is he worth £32 million? No, he is not. But still, I think he'll be on the move. Or I hope to see him at a bigger club. Tottenham also were interested in him. Now, the next player is Paul Pogba. What were Man United thinking letting this guy go? He is so good right now. The rumour is that it's between Real Madrid, Barcelona, even though Barcelona can't sign anyone this summer, and Manchester City to sign him, in the region of like £70 million. And honestly, he's worth the money. And I don't know who's going to get him. Is anyone going to get him? He's quite young. He doesn't necessarily have to move this year. But if Man City were to get him, I'd love to see him in the Premier League. To watch him week in, week out against the top teams in the Premier League would just be amazing. I can't honestly see it happening, him going to Man City, but you never know. It'll be interesting to see what happens with that one. Now, moving on to David De Gea. Now, I think this transfer is just, it's going to happen. It's just, when is it going to happen? Are Man United going to get a replacement in? Are they just going to keep Victor Valdez? I mean, Real Madrid, they've had Casillas for such a long time. It's kind of coming to the end. De Gea would be the perfect replacement. He's from the city. He's Spanish. I mean, he would just go in. He's such an amazing goalkeeper as well. Real Madrid have always had a good goalkeeper. Their defence has always been kind of iffy, but the goalkeeper was solid, because Casillas has been a solid goalkeeper for years. He's kind of got off the boil recently, but De Gea to Madrid is going to happen this summer. Now moving on to Douglas Costa, plays for Shakhtar, but I think he's going to be going to Bayern Munich. And I read some rumours that it's already done deal, but nothing's been announced yet that I know of. So Douglas Costa, a very good player. Götze has kind of been a bit of a flop there, honestly. He hasn't been that great of a player. You know, he was great at Dortmund, but he hasn't quite hit the same mark he was for Germany in the World Cup final. But apart from that, it hasn't, you know, been, he doesn't play every game, and, you know, they just got loads of players. Would Douglas Costa play every game? I don't know. I don't know how great he is. I mean, he plays good for Shakhtar, but that's one thing. Now, moving on, we got Falcao going to Chelsea on loan. And I'm hearing that this is confirmed at one point, and it's waiting after the Copa America. Nothing's been announced yet. I think that'd be a great signing for Chelsea though, because you can't rely on Diego Costa 50 games a season. He just is not going to play 50 plus games a season. And as you can see at the end of the season, Chelsea just kind of held on tightly with their boring football. And if you had the likes of Falcao who could come in, because the fact of the matter is, Didier Drogba, he might be a legend, but at 37 just did not hang, and Remy was injured. You know, they kind of need two strikers. Costa and Falcao, they'll pretty much be unstoppable. Can El Tigre, though, get back to his form? Mourinho thinks he can. Could be interesting to see. Chelsea do have a history of taking a striker that maybe passed it and just letting him get even worse. The likes of Torres wasn't really past it, but like maybe Shevchenko might have been. Now moving on to Raheem Sterling. This is just madness. Is Raheem Sterling worth 50 million? No. He's English and he's young. That's the only reason about it. Is he going to play for Man City? I think he would. I think he's a better player than Jesus Navas. I think Jesus Navas in real life is awful. The end product is just not there. I think Sterling, you know, maybe with some better players could, you know, he definitely has potential. He probably should stay at Liverpool for a few more seasons to develop, because he will start every game for Liverpool, and at Manchester City he is not guaranteed to start every game. But it'll be interesting to see. They've had two bids, I think like 25 million and 40 million, or maybe there were three bids. There was a lot of bids, and it's reported that they're going to do another bid soon, but we'll see. Now moving on to Schneiderlin going to Manchester United. This should be going through any day now. That's what the rumours, the papers are saying. We'll soon find out. But you know, 25 million, he's a great solid midfielder, great for Southampton last season, would definitely help the whole Manchester United midfield. He'd be a great signing. Arsenal should be going for him as well, but they're not. And Schneiderlin should go to Manchester United and should thrive there. I can't really see this going wrong at all. And the last player of my 10 players that could be moving on is Antoine Griezmann going to Chelsea. Now, for this to happen, it has been rumoured for a while. Some players need to be sold, like the likes of Mohamed Salah. Now, Oscar is being told that he is not being sold. Now, what would Griezmann go for? I mean, he's had a few great seasons. He's young. You know, you're probably looking at 40 million plus. Now, Chelsea are very good at doing business. I mean, they sold David Luiz for 40 to 50 million pounds to PSG last summer, and were able to buy Fabregas and Costa. You know, they spend a lot of money, but they also sell their players for ridiculous prices. You know, where would Griezmann play? Would he play at cam and have Hazard out left, or would he play out on the wing? I mean, he's been playing striker for Atletico Madrid this season, so it'll be interesting to see. If they get Falcao and Griezmann, all my days would Chelsea have a great squad. Anyways, those are the transfers I'm looking at today. We'll be back in a couple of weeks to look at some more transfers, because hopefully some of these will have gone through by now. Make sure you drop a like, drop a comment. Who do you think will be moving place this summer? Make sure you hit that subscribe button so you catch all my videos, and I'll see you guys later. Bye bye.